So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Valencia are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. Here it is, crossed in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Frankie de Jong has attained the status of elite midfielder at a tender age. It's very rare you see someone have so much maturity, composure and vision on the ball. One of the best proponents of total football I've seen in recent times.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Thinks about the shot. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rodriguez, and it's Vasquez. Just eases him off the ball. Molina. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's managed to get free. Nice control. Molina has it out wide and in space. Crossed in again.
Spain really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Great ball and he's in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal finding himself in space. Plenty to it. Yamal! Goal! Spain! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Marcó en el minuto 20 el dorsal 10.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance here. What a save! Terrific reactions. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Duro, spread out to the left. And he was quick to react. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's really well manoeuvred. Jesus Vasquez. Tarrega. For Rodriguez. Pepelu. And Cesar Tarrega. Javi Guerra. He's on it, can he get away? Nunez. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely feet. Crosses it in here. And that's the keeper's ball. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Yamal. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Sucic. Yamal doesn't quite get there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Spain heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. Jesus Vasquez. And Cesar Tarrega. Rioja. Tries to pass it through. Camavinga makes the interception. Jimenez. Laporte. And it's De Jong. It's Camavinga. Now it's Simeone. Schneider. And here's Camavinga. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rioja.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And it's Javi Guerra. Now it's Duro. Now it's Duro. And the referee says that is that for the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Spain sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's picked it up out wide. Rodriguez. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Duro. He's dealt with that really well. And he's managed to get rid for Rodriguez. Diego Lopez. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Jesus Vasquez just loves to go forward whenever he can. Sucic. And it's Molina. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Javi Guerra. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Camavinga crosses it in. Dimitrievski claims it without any fuss. Sucic. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on...
Shot a goal! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pepelu. Pressing high and with purpose. And Rioja. Now it's Guerra. Now it's Rioja. De Jong promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Yamal. And it's lofted through here. Takes aim and towering header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Nunez. Now it's Guerra. Nicely spread. Now it's Rioja. He's in a great position here. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's destined for the flank. Simeone receives it in a wide position. Rioja. Diego Lopez. Now, can they get him away? Great ball if he can get there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
This is the time you need that pace.
Hugo Duro. Now it's Guerra. Time and again they are repelled. Knocks it into space. And this is shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. He's not got that quite right. He's got away. Ferran Torres! And a neat finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. A horrible blip, a moment they could well have done without.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Jimenez. And it's De Jong. Molina. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. This is De Jong. Diego Lopez. Tarrega. And it's Rioja. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yamal. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dominguez. Now it's Sadiq. We've got a throw in. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, can he get onto this? Schneider.
3 minutos de descuento.
And the number on the board is 3. De Jong. And it's Camavinga. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pepelu. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Villarreal have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Back in, and a header! Goal, Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that
En el
one.
minuto 8, el dorsal 21.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Perez.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And the keeper beats it away. And a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Camavinga. Looking for a runner, and it's made its way to him. It's hit the upright. It's a quick ball upfield. Jimenez gets across to intercept that. And the shot, Simeone! Oh, that was no routine save.
Simeone is offering a wry smile there.
Pepe with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Yamal. And the shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Sučić. Great chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gay. It's run loose here. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Now it's Pepe. Pepe. Lovely feet. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sučić did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Always goal side. Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pinches it off him. And here's Sučić. Parejo getting this one clear. De Jong showing good feet out towards the flank, and this is Van Basten. Ferran Torres!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, that's well spotted. Spain can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. The pass has gone astray. And here's Yamal. Can he finish? Oh, good effort! And that is faded wide.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Perez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Yamal. Oh, well played, lovely. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And now he has two. Well, the referee says that is that for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Spain really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Spain looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. The second half is up and running. Knocks it into space. Spain can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
John, surely! Brought out the best in the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he's there to clear it. Villarreal have the chance to go the other way. Well, the ball's gone astray. Sucic has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine. They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga. Laporte. Schneider under intense pressure.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, well played. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Ferran, chance! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Marcó en el minuto 65.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22
Marín,
será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
Pepe. No, again there's no way through. Van Basten. And it's Camavinga. This is De Jong. And it's Camavinga. Schneider tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Yamal, looking for options for movement. Chance to deliver. Impressive jump! Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Just about up to 75 minutes. Yamal is onto this. Yamal with a beautifully timed run.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Villarreal making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Can he latch on to this? Cross deflected behind for a corner. He's rising! And he's missed it. Great vision. Now it's Van Basten. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Parejo. Lobbed in behind. Pepe picks it up out wide. Schneider. And Yamal. And it's Sucic. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Camavinga spots it and intercepts. He's through here. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Can he get on the end of this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Pedraza attempts a clearance. Camavinga ploughing through the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now, can they get him away? Van Basten has it in a wide position. Oh, good climb! Oh, good finish! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
El dorsal 22.
Pepe. And he's being shifted off it. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. A lot of space ahead of him. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Look at this chance for a shot! Keeper's dealt with that. And that will be it. Spain can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Van Basten voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Spain definitely impressive.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised. And you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well, we're on the way.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round...
Decent chance! And it's a goal! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
He'll make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Well, that is one way to stop him. Distributed tidily. Spread neatly. He is just caressing the ball. And that should get the job done. Can he spark a counter here? Quality ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. And here's Sucic. Yamal! Nearly, but not quite. That's a lovely, delicate pass. And he's forced to go back. Could move up a gear here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Simeone, he's got away. And it's Sucic. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Simeone. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again, he is at his elastic best.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
And he gets rid in a hurry. De Jong. Now it's Yamal. Tries one from range. Oh, it's hit the post. That's been cut out, well played. Sucic, that's a sharp pass. He shifted it to the flank. Simeone finding himself in space. Ferran Torres! This time surely! And that's in! Spain are all square! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Sucic. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Nice control. And that is masterful defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Simeone. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Simeone really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. Sucic. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with Ferran Torres! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 26, el dorsal 21 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 3, el dorsal 4.
Tries to get it clear. He'll have the chance to go the other way. Spain making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And the counter is on. Played out towards the right wing. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Simeone.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Schneider. And a chance! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
El dorsal 22.
Spain with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Schneider. And he shoots! Oh, good finish. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too.
And it's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. We get things going again. And that is out of play. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Sucic. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, they could break here. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Cleared away. Heel are looking to go forward now. Now this could be a chance. That's put paid to the danger. Has to go back here. Tries to... He leaps for it! No, not the best of headers. Sucic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Now it's Camavinga. Looking for the run. Oh, well played.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? He has found the way through. Oh, shooting! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And a neat finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And he's well positioned here. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Quillon can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Cambio de jugadores.
De Jong. And it's Jimenez. Kuz. This is De Jong. Now that's Simeone.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Spread out to the left. Oh, he's great chance!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's looking wide. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is it's Van Basten! And that would have been game, set and match.
Van Basten has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
He's rising! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played in by Van. Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And just like that, he's into double figures now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do.
Snyder! It's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's straight offside. Now it's Yamal. Now he's got space here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
And here's Yamal. Great ball. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And now he has two. Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's at the end. Spain have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Shevchenko! An early chance, their first of the game.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
A probing pass. Cruyff. Pirlo. Tries to pass it through. He can run onto that. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well read, nice interception. Pirlo. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? Throw in. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, that was vital.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Saka clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zone.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cruyff. Pirlo. Kovacic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Might want to be careful there.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. De Ligt. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Can he get it through? Dink through, and he's well positioned here. Yamal is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Cruyff. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! They're back in possession, and one more try! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Threads one in. And he can thump it away. And he's found a way past. And claimed it back swiftly. Pinches it off him. That was good alertness. He won't be happy with that one. Stojkovic finding himself in space. Ball's gone out of play. Now it's Stojkovic. Schneider gets across to intercept that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Saka. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a sharp pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quality ball.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Rijkaard. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's got the beating of his man.
Oh, good take and a good...
And the shot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a good ball out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Kovacic wins the duel this time. Bullish header! Tries to get it clear. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Spain with the corner, they're first. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. De Rossi. Can he get it through? He's had it taken off him. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, they could break here. Oh, no joy this time. Messi chasing after it. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not the most accurate pass. Now he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer, searching pass he's played there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Messi. Molina calmly anticipates. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Beckenbauer, that has not gone well. Beckenbauer is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Chips it through.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's had it nicked away. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
De Rossi, and it's Neymar. Now it's Kaká, looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yamal. Shevchenko is firing after that one. Baresi goes direct. Camavinga Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass just didn't quite work. Kaka. And the pass is intercepted. The chip pass hasn't quite come off. Camavinga! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Right, Shevchenko. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kaka. Gently done. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass somewhat off target.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
That's the end of the first 45. So a half that has been utterly unpredictable. A real cliffhanger of a first half, which sets us up perfectly for the action to follow.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que este estadio dispone de un circuito cerrado de televisión para garantizar su seguridad.
So we're underway for the second half.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
De Rossi. That's an imaginative pass. Kaka. Now it's Kaka. Tries to pass it through. Totti. Aimed at the far side. And that has been cleared. Camavinga. Aims beyond the defence. Decent chance! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that ends it. Well, who would have thought it? The most thrilling of endings.
Now that was some game. How many times did we see the balance shift? A straight fight between...
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Cruyff. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's managed to get free. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It's Rui Costa. That ball looks a good one. Vinicius Junior! Oh, would you believe it? They willed it, and it happened. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Signore e signori, benvenuti all'incontro di oggi tra Lazio e Spagna.
And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. It's their first effort on goal.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Simeone with the clearance. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Rui Costa. Now it's Yamal. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
You've got a long way forward to join the attack. Rui Costa. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yamal. Schneider. Still goalless. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead. Shevchenko! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great defending, strong and determined. Simeone was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Yamal. And here's Shevchenko. Now there's a... Can he finish? Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Número 9.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Schneider. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Camavinga. Now it's Martinelli.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! And the two sides separated by the game's only break. Simeone! Against the crossbar!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get it through? He has a look up. Getting up there! Oh, crossbar! Royce is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Saka. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Saka. Chance, surely! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Saka. And this, it's Kovacic! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's Shevchenko. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He leaps for
Ci
it!
sarà un minuto di recupero.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Saka. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Spain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And they get things going again. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinelli. Spain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Lovely bit of skill. Cools. Schneider. Yamal supplying a width on this right-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Due promptly onto that, and that is that. Royce. Spain just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Looking for the run. And he's there to clear it. And here's Royce. And it's Fernandez. Camavinga. Caught offside that time. Schneider. Aimed beyond the defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this. Lazio really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's running away. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Lazio restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Royce proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. The ball goes in. Cleared away. Schneider. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. He was under real pressure there. Chips it through. That's a decent clearance.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Cools. And it's Schneider. Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. Martinelli. And Simeone. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Simeone. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Good take, and is he in? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 22. Numero 7.
So here comes the substitution. Doué getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Now it's Saka. And it's Rui Costa. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schlotterbeck.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?